We're joined now here on GCR by a young man who we think is coming to College Park this season. I know he's still going through the process and, keeping his options available to him, but he made it clear if he's coming back and playing college basketball, he's going to do it with Kevin Willard at the University of Maryland. He is Jahmir Young, and he is with us now here on GCR. Jahmir, it's Glenn in Baltimore. It's great to chat with you, man. Thank you for taking the time for us.
No, anytime. I appreciate you guys having me.
It's good to chat with you, dude. So just take me through how this has been working, right? Like,
hmm
clearly you're thinking about your future and you want to live your dream playing in the NBA, but trying to be practical.
Yeah.
This is kind of unprecedented. In years past, we didn't have situations like this, but you're not the only guy. I know Donald's doing the same thing. What's
hmm
it like kind of doing two things at once now, projecting your pro future and your college future at the exact same time?
You know, it's been exciting. This process has been, it's been different. I've been working really hard. Really just um, waiting on the feedback. I actually was at a Hornets workout this morning, so really just taking it day by day. But it's definitely been exciting.
Are you at a place where like if a Maryland fan said, "Hey Jahmir, do you think we should go ahead and pre-order like a Jahmir Young jersey right now?" What might you say to them?
I'm like, I'm like, man, I appreciate you actually being a fan of mine, but I wouldn't say get it yet.
just
But
hang
nah,
tight for a little while, is what you're
yeah, just
saying.
hang tight.
Hang tight. You'll be able to make that decision. We're not that far off from when we'll know with certainty when
Yeah,
it's
no,
gonna be. You can hold out for that. So let's
yeah.
let's talk in those hypothetical terms, right, Jahmir?
hmm
Um, your decision, new head coach, different place. You've been highly productive at Charlotte. What all went into the decision, not just to decide to go elsewhere if you did return, but why was it that Maryland was the right fit for you if you return?
Um, the biggest thing for me was just really, who can really help me get to the next level, and what would I have to do to get to the next level at this point. And it was really just being able to perform at a higher level, so where there would be more exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Kevin Willard was great. He was very transparent with me. I feel like he was confident. He had a lot of confidence in me, which was huge. And it just felt like not only that I'm coming home to play at home, I'm
Yep.
excited for that, but it really just felt home outside of that. I like his staff, and I'm just very excited for the opportunity.
For those that don't know, of course, Jahmir comes from DeMatha, which is kind of a big deal in and of itself.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Let me approach this twofold, Jahmir. First of all, were you interested in Maryland when you were in high school? Was it something that you wanted to do? What was there a relationship there at all? Like what? Why wasn't it Maryland to begin with? I guess is what I'm trying to get to.
Um, at the time, I would just say they didn't see enough from me.
Mm-hmm.
In high school, I feel like they felt like I needed to prove a little bit more, and I definitely feel like I did want to go there um, out of high school, but just the way everything fell into place, it just wasn't the best situation at the time.
Does it make this more meaningful to you that like, hey, you guys, and I'm not trying to call it out anybody, but name by name, but you didn't think
hmm
I was good enough, and yet here I am, and you wanted me now, all those years later. Like, is there something that makes this even more meaningful to you?
yeah, it just helped me, just play with that, that chip on my shoulder, just playing with that extra edge, just having to prove myself.
Jahmir Young is with us here on Glenn Clark Radio. You know there's been a kind of a freeze for a while. It's kind of a big deal that a DeMatha kid is coming back to Maryland, which seems insane because it seems like there should have been DeMatha kids coming to Maryland for forever. It,
Yeah,
is it a big deal to you that you could be the one to end this drought and to maybe reconnect DeMatha and the University of Maryland?
yeah, for sure. That's definitely exciting. I heard it's been about 20 years,
Yeah,
if I'm correct,
we don't
which is
really like
just
talking
crazy.
about it.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's definitely exciting. The math is only like what 5-10 minutes from Maryland, so I'm excited to be able to, just feel like I'm playing back at high school a little bit. Um, just being able to play at home, I'm just very excited for it.
I mean, we're literally talking. When we say down the street, we use that term down the street sometimes just to talk about anything.
Yeah,
It's literally down the street. Like,
yeah, it's down the street.
it's literally down the street, and yet it hasn't been. It's been since Travis Garrison that a DeMatha kid has ended up at Maryland, and here you are,
Yeah.
ending that drought. Do you feel like things can change with Kevin Willard and his staff, and this can be repaired? A kid like you decides to come, but do you feel like there could be more kids like out of high school that could end up? We're kind of sick of seeing guys from DeMatha go other places and succeed, right? Do you feel like that could change in the coming years, Jahmir?
Yeah, I do. I do.
We like
I
the
do.
sounds of that. We like the sounds of that. We're hopeful that's the case. What about, like I mentioned Donald a second ago? Obviously, another kid
Mm.
from the area. Was he somebody that you knew well, and had you talked to him? And what were the relationships like for you beyond the coaching staff, but maybe with some of the players that were on this roster currently?
With Don, I actually didn't know him before he committed, but we've talked since he's committed, and we're building our relationship. So I'm excited to be able to, share the backcourt with him.
That's cool.
Um,
Did you?
a couple of the guys on the team. I don't know them very well. I'm sure I'll probably get to know them very well pretty soon, but I'm just excited to be able to, build that chemistry with all of my teammates.
Your style of play, is on ball point guard, like possessions go through you? Is that what Maryland fans should be expecting as you arrive? If, and I got to keep saying it the right way, if you arrive in College Park this fall.
Yeah, I feel like Coach Willard's playing style actually really fit my game. I feel like I fit his play style. So, um, just being able to, just show what I can do, at the point guard position, being able to get my teammates involved and, also create for myself. And
What What are the priorities for you for what you want to improve upon? If you're going to hold on another year before you make the jump to the pro level, what are the things, Jahmir, that you say, I want to accomplish? Obviously, you want to win games and get Maryland
hmm
basketball to where you want it to get. But personally, what are the goals for you? Hey, I'd still like this to be even better for when I do make this leap to the pros a year from now.
yeah, like you said, definitely winning. But definitely setting individual goals also. Um, I want to be one of the best players in the Big Ten, um, first team Big Ten, stuff like that. So, just taking it day by day and working towards those goals. Is really what I'm trying to do.
I'm sure as you've gone through this process, you've heard doubters related to your size, right? I'm sure that comes up regularly, which is hilarious because you are far bigger than the average human being is. But this is the way it goes.
Yeah.
In what ways would you say size maybe does not define you? That your game should not be reflected simply by the fact that you're listed as 6'1"?
First of all, I would say my athleticism is slept on. I have almost a 42-inch vertical.
That
Um,
seems decent, by the way. That seems okay.
um,
Jeez.
I would I would say my quickness, being able to get past as you would say bigger guys or guys with better size. So I just feel like at the end of the day, my skill and just what I'm able to do is be able to equals out everything.
I mean, we can't wait to see it. Again, as long as it
Yeah.
happens. We can't wait to see it. Can't wait for that to be the case. Jahmir, you talk about the Kevin Willard thing. I really was impressed. We didn't know Kevin Willard at all before he came to Maryland, but like his honesty was really
hmm
refreshing. What was
Yeah.
it about him that jumped out at you on a personal level, beyond the style of play and what you could do? What was it about him and his staff on a personal level that made you say, yeah, I only got one more year. If I'm doing this, these are the people that I want to spend it with?
Yeah, I feel like they're just real genuine people. I'm really close with Tony Skin on the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just felt like his confidence in me was, on a different level. That was big for me. I felt like I could trust him, and that was the biggest thing for me.
I mean, that goes a long way, right? Like this is you're putting your pro future potentially in their hands. Is something that
Yeah,
you
for
want to
sure.
do.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say, hey, when a new coach comes along, it's going to take some time before a program's going to have that opportunity to win at a high level, right? Although we just saw Iowa State, for example, a year ago, after a miserable season. I mean, Maryland wasn't even that bad last year. The Iowa State was dreadful the previous year, and they turned around and made a run to the second weekend. What makes you believe that a new staff and a new group of guys can hit the ground running and you can succeed as a team this season as well?
Um, I just feel like everything is going to be, newer, new players, new style of play. I feel like we can put that together and really do something special this year.
We like the sounds of it. We from your lips to God's ears, my man. May that prove to be the case. And Jahmir, what do we need to know about you personally, right? Like, what do we need to know? Obviously, basketball, but like, give me
hmm
if you get a night and you don't have to worry about hoops or you got your workout in, like, what does life look like for Jahmir Young?
Um, it's hard to say because I'm usually playing basketball every day, really. But I'm a big family guy, so I like spending time, with my family, close friends. That's really pretty much it.
Okay, like, are you a music guy at all?
Oh yeah, I'm a big music guy
Okay?
actually.
Do you have bars yourself?
Nah, not really. A little
Okay.
bit. I play around a little bit.
Okay, but like you're not gonna be racing. They've got a recording studio in the football facility at Maryland. You won't be like
Oh really?
racing over to drop anything in the recording studio.
I wouldn't be racing, but I'll peek my head in there.
Okay, I dig that. I dig that. Give me something, Jahmir, before we let you go. Give me something that we should be listening to. Give me something that maybe you've been using as you getting ready for workouts. Something that we should be
hmm
listening to.
I'll give you this. How did I get here by Dave East?
Okay.
His newest album, 9 songs. Um, all of them are hits, so that's
I
what I
dig
would
it.
say.
I dig it. I like that, man. All right,
Yep.
Jahmir, social media, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere like that. Where can we be giving you a follow, man?
Instagram for sure. Jahmir Young, but instead of the I, it's a one.
Okay. That makes
Yeah.
it simple. That keeps it simple. Just switch
Yeah,
out the
simple.
I for a one, and you can follow him there. And it's at fly with two Y's mirror underscore on Twitter, correct?
Yep. Yep.
Give him a follow there as well. Jahmir, obviously, we're hoping selfishly, like we want well for you, but selfishly, we're hoping that this works out. That you decide that you're going to spend this year with us here in
Yeah.
Maryland.
No, I appreciate that.
Hey, thank you so much for taking the time for us. If we do get to see you here, we can't wait to get to know you better and see you on the floor, man. Appreciate you
Nah,
spending a couple of minutes
nah.
chatting.
Yeah. No, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.